In this video, we're going to take a look at one of the most unique plugins inside of Cubase, and that's the cloner. The cloner adds up to 4 parts of the original source, and we can delay and detune these parts, which gives us a really massive sound. So it's great on things like guitars and vocals, pads and whirlies and Rhodes and Hammonds. Hey, you can add it to pretty much everything. As you can see, there's 4 different voices or parts, and we can select between how many of these we have operational at any point in time. We can tune each of these parts or voices sharp or flat, and we can also change the delay time. So it means each one of these signals will have its own pitch and its own timing. The clone is one of those plugins that seems a little bit daunting the first time you use it, and maybe that's because of the pitch and things can sound out of tune or get messy if we do too much too soon. But once you get the hang of controlling the 4 different voices and the parameters down the bottom, it's a great tool for thickening up the sound. We can change the amount of global detune by using the parameter on the left-hand side, and you can use the natural button to switch between different types of algorithms. When the static button is activated, it's copying the exact line from the original source. But when it's deactivated, we can humanize the modulation, giving us much more of a natural sound, so it won't be so robotic. This spatial parameter gives us more width with a higher value. But the thing is, at the moment, I'm using it over the top of a lead vocal track, which is only a mono track. So if you want to take full advantage of the spatial width or parameter inside of the cloner tool, make sure you're using it on a stereo track. And you can do that by setting up sends. Now we've got the dry and wet mix blend. So that's how much of the plugin we're actually mixing into the overall sound. And of course, the output's pretty important because we're doubling or quadrupling these voices. On the right-hand side, we've got the delay parameter, and below that is another static activation button. So when that's in, it's going to be a perfect replica, but when it's not in, we can humanize the actual delay itself. So each of these voices we can detune, we can delay, and down the bottom we've got these global parameters which we can use to really refine the sound and come up with the perfect combination. As I said before, it can be daunting using the cloner for the first time. So this is a plugin where it is a must to go and check out the engineered presets. And there's a whole lot of different applications in there for different types of sounds and instruments. The cloner is one of the most creative effects inside Cubase Pro. If you haven't checked it out, go do it now. Hey, thanks for taking the time to stop by and check this video out. Please like the video if you've learned something, and of course subscribe to the Cubase YouTube channel for plenty more videos just like this. I'll see you there.